So for today's activity, we're going to learn how to attach our launch lug, and we're also going to learn how to install our engine mount into our rocket tube. Installing our launch lug. Our launch lug is that straw-like tube that we find in our kit. And to do this, all we're going to do is add a little bit of glue and then tape it down so it doesn't stick. Okay, it adheres to it really well. So to do that, if you take a look at our rocket tube right here, we have that long line. We've been referring to this long line right here, which we're also going to refer to as the long line today, but it's also where our launch lug goes. There's a reason why we call that LL, and it's that long line. One, we don't want to get it mixed up with our fins either. We know that though. So what we're going to do this is we have to find that measurement right there. And if we look at our rocket tube here, there is no measurement on there where my long line is. So to get that measurement, that is going to be on this part right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure up 1 3/4 of an inch and make a little mark. Okay, and that's where the bottom of our launch lug is going to go. So we're going to need our ruler here. So here's our ruler. I'm going to need my rocket tube here, and we're going to measure in 1 3/4 of an inch. So here's our 1 3/4 inch right there. And we're just going to make a small little mark right there. And then that's where the bottom of our launch lug is going to then go. Okay. So now that I have my marking on here of 1 3/4 of an inch, where the bottom of my launch lug is going to go, I'm now going to attach my launch lug to the engine mount. So to do that, we're just going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom of the side of the launch lug right there. And now what I'm going to do is take this and carefully just simply attach this to my rocket tube. Okay? So now it's going to slide a little bit on you there, but we don't want to sit here and hold this for that 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is, to make it easier, I'm going to take my piece of masking tape here, and I'm just going to set this on here like so it stays. And that's it. That's how we attach our launch lug. Our engine mount. Okay, this right here is our engine mount, one of the first things that we did, and here is a finished completed engine mount. So now when we put this in, this little hook right here, this goes to the bottom of the rocket. Do not insert it the opposite way. You will not have a working rocket. I will not be able to launch it. Notice this hook has to go to the bottom, as we see right here in the diagram. Okay, that hook has to be there. So to do this, we're going to add a little bit of glue to the inside part, and then we're just going to place that in there. Now, if you look at how far this goes in, it's going to go in 3/8 of an inch. So if you recall, when we first did the activity for the engine mount, that was one of our measurements. That's a small little measurement right there, 3/8 of an inch. We can see it on mine right there. That's what we're going to use as a reference. When we push this in there, we're going to keep that to that point right there of 3/8 of an inch. That's our 3/8 of an inch mark. Okay. So to do this, we're going to add some glue into our rocket tube here. And then all we're going to do is just take our finger here. That's it. We're going to take that finger here and just roll it around in there. Okay. Get that all inside of there. And then what we can do is take our engine mount and push this in here. And we're going to push this in here till we get to that point right there, that 3/8 inch marking. And that's it. And that's how we install our launch lug. Good luck.